Hey guys, Justin here with AmericanMuscle.com, and if you're looking to increase the rear end looks and overall aggressiveness on your 2015 through 2018 Charger RT or 2015 and newer SE or SXT, then you should definitely check out the SXT Style Rear Diffuser that we're showing here today in matte black. Now, this particular diffuser will feature a high-strength polypropylene build, again in that matte black finish, and will require round tips for a proper fitment, all for right around that low $200 price point. Now again, this diffuser is going to be intended for the 2015 through 2018 RTs and all 2015 and up SE and SXTs, but the important thing to really note here, guys, is that you will need to lose those factory style rectangular tips in favor of a round aftermarket tip, just due to the cutouts, as you guys can see right here. Now, if that's not something you're interested in doing for whatever reason, you can certainly find a few different options here on the site that will deliver kind of a similar look, but will leave those factory tips untouched. Now, materials here, guys, will be that injection molded polypropylene that I mentioned earlier, which is going to deliver a similar look and overall feel of a lot of the exterior factory plastic found around your Charger. So with that being said, I would expect it to flow very nicely once installed. Now, this particular diffuser, again, is finished in matte black, but it is paintable. So if you did want to color match this to your Charger, you could certainly do so for a completely different look. Now, your price point here for the diffuser will live around that low $200 range, which certainly puts this in line with some of your other options on the site. For instance, the SRT factory style diffuser, in addition to a couple other MP Concepts options as well, all typically fall around this particular price point. So point being, guys, be sure to check out the rest of our selection here at AM before making your final decision. Now, moving into the install here, gang, and there's no need for any cutting or crazy modification. However, some owners out there might encounter the smallest amount of drilling. Either way, figure strong 1 out of 3 wrenches here according to the site, taking you, I would say, about an hour to complete from start to finish. But now we're gonna throw it out to an AM customer to actually walk you through the job now, so check it out.
So all the tools we used for our install is a flathead screwdriver. Use some needle nose pliers and some lineman's pliers. I ended up having to use a hammer, a drill, and some drill bits. We used a 5/16 drill bit and a 3/16 drill bit. Pretty easy install with some easy to find tools. We had to remove some rivets with these, and then some rivets that we couldn't quite reach with the drill. We ended up having to pull them out and hammer them through. And then the screwdriver we used for getting some clips out. Today we're going to be installing this diffuser on my girlfriend's 2020 Dodge Charger. We're replacing this stock bumper cover diffuser thing with this very nice new SXT matte black Charger diffuser. First thing we're going to do is jack it up. Make sure you're using jack stands for safety, which is unnecessary. You can reach all the hardware without it jacked up, but for the sake of video, we're gonna have it jacked up. So along the bottom of the diffuser, you'll have these clips. You'll see there's an opening where you can put a flathead screwdriver. So now on the bottom, should be about 4 of these little clips. There's a little space to fit a flathead. You separate the 2 sides, and you just pull down. This thing will pinch, and you'll be able to pull the whole thing out. There's 4 of them along the front. That's 2. Make sure you hold on to these. Three. And 4. Those 4 clips are done. Looks like there are 2 rivets holding in the very sides. So we're gonna use a 1/8 inch drill bit and drill the rivets out. You're gonna have to use a nut and a bolt or some sort of fastener in order to hold it in once you've drilled out the rivet, but go ahead and drill these out. There we go. Got that off. Try for the other side. Yep, looks to be the same. I'm just gonna start off with the 3/16 inch bit again. Oh, came right off. Now that all 6 fasteners, the 4 plastic trim pieces, the 2 rivets are off, should just pop off with some clips. Don't want to break anything. Clutch may have to pull kind of hard. Should just come right off. There's that. So now we're gonna have to take these off, it looks like. 2, 3, 4 rivets and some clips. We'll see how that goes momentarily. The rivet comes off. All of our rivets done. Should just come off. Here's what the back looks like. There's the 4 rivets. And then the one we drilled out went here. When I was trying to pry at them, I was just reaching down and trying to pull these out. We have to take these out because the new diffuser has a hole like this so that you can put some ends under your exhaust right here. So now we'll work on the other one. So again, on the passenger side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rivets. This is my 3/16 inch drill bit. Drill out this. And because you can't reach it from the back, pull these out. Grab hold of it with your needle nose. Pull it real hard. Okay, got all of our rivets here pulled out. And take our alignment and our hammer and try and hammer it through. That's through. On the next one. If you don't match your paint, oh, screwed that one up. That's okay. Just pull it out. Break it off. I guess you could break off all of them. That's easier. Okay. Work on the next one. Okay, and our 4th one just came out, but here it is. Here's those rivets. These long plastic pieces are not clips. They're just guiding. But you might also be able to take your Phillips head and pull it out from the back. But we didn't have to do that, fortunately. These are clips from before, as well as the plastic clips that hold it into place. We're going to start with the clips on the diffuser. But make sure you held on to your little trim clips from before. Start in the middle. Just pop it in. Make sure it clicks. Pop in and work your way to the side. Yeah. Over here. Sure it all clicks in. A little dusty right now, but crap. Just make sure they go in the first time. sure all your clips go in so you don't have a gap. Click them all in. Boom. There's that. So now we're on our little bottom clips. So pull it apart so that it's in two pieces. You take the split piece, split one, make sure your holes are lined up. Split one goes all the way in, and your other piece just pop right in there. That should be pretty solid. Now get your holes lined up, put your split one in first. And then your straight one. Make sure they're touching. That looks good. So it looks like our holes on the edges don't line up. It's unfortunate, but that means we can use our last two clips. We're gonna put it where the rivet holes were, but the hole is a little bit too small, so I have to drill it out. I'm using a 5/16 first to just try it out. Get your holes lined up. Be careful because your exhaust is right there. Clean that out. And then see if you can get clip through there. That looks good. Once it's all flush, get the second piece of your clip and push it in. And that should be held in. So the hole where the rivet was on the bottom, widen it. Again, be careful of your exhaust. Sort of clean it out a little bit. Get your first half in on your clip. A little flush and your second half in. And that should be pretty much secured. It looks so much better.
So wrapping this one up here, gang, again, if you are looking to give the rear of your Charger a more aggressive look, then be sure to check out the SXT Style Diffuser right here at AmericanMuscle.com.